All right, folks, welcome back to Flat Track Fever here at the Acadia Rec Center 2018. The last game for Friday, we shall see Southwest Saskatchewan Roller Derby Redneck Betties taking on your host league, Chinook City Roller Derby's Kill Jills. Do we have any Redneck Betties fans in the house? A few? Okay. Saskatchewan's far away, I know. Any Kill Jill fans in the house? A few? I think people are tired. It's Friday. The beer garden is full. Some people are saving their energy for the disco roller party that's going on here later. All right. And being called to the line, your first five on both teams for Southwest Saskatchewan Roller Derby Redneck Betties. We got General Lee, Rexamall, Malcree, Round Trip, and your jammer, Bellicose Blonde. Your first five for Kill Jills includes Creative Chaos, Poison Delight, Honey Smacks, Zombie, and your jammer, Whirlwind. All right. Bellicose Blonde through first very quickly, lead jam for Redneck Betties. The opponent, Whirlwind, getting tied up by the defense, just about free of the pack now, taking a spill to the outside of the stretch. And now crossing to the inside of the track in turn 3. Whirlwind free, Bellicose Blonde looking for instruction from the bench. 4 points on that first pass, first points on the board here in this game. First penalty of the game going to Creative Chaos, Chinook City. 3 points to Kill Jills, 4 more to Redneck Betties, putting them at 8 to start this one off. Kill Jills picking up 3, 8-3 to start after the end of Jam 1. 29 minutes remaining in the first half here. On the jam line for Kill Jills, Darth Muller going up against Chow Mein. 4-on-3 pack advantage for Redneck Betties here in this one. Chow Mein with an early lead, sighting out the opening on the outside of turn 1. Lead jam Redneck Betties. Off to the penalty box, 7-1-8 for the Jills. 5 points on the board for Chow Mein, that jammer lap point included. Darth Muller just about free of the pack, gets forced to the outside by Bashan Bindi. Chow Mein, meanwhile, picks up 5 points on the inside. Cut track penalty on Darth Muller is going to give the power jam over to the Redneck Betties and Chow Mein. Chow Mein with a cross to the inside of turn 4 and 5 more points on the board. Darth Muller free of the pack and on the track, or sorry, free of the penalty box and on the track once more. Getting forced to the inside and a bit of a tumble there. Chow Mein with a pass, 4 more points and a tap to call it off. Change up of jammers here for Kill Jills, 506, Mr. Twist on the jam line. Pixelated, your jammer for Redneck Betty's. Picking up a cut truck penalty will give Mr. Twist the power jam for Kill Jills now. Finding his way through the pack now. Redneck Betty's doing a great job of staying in front of Mr. Twist. Greystyle, Can Destroyer, and the blocking accompaniment on Redneck Betty's. Instruction of pack sends Bam to the penalty box for Kill Jills. Pixelated out of the penalty box and past the pack now. First points in this jam, 4. Up in the air, Mr. Twist with a sneak down the inside in turns 3 and 4. With an easy step to the inside of turn 2, 4 more points for Mr. Twist. Redneck Betty's with 8 now. Pixelated picking up an additional 4 in that last one. And final tally, 1 additional point to Redneck Betty's. Big scoring jam for both of our teams. Kill Jills narrowing that gap now at 20 points. Redneck Betty's at 46. 24 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half. On the jam line, we've got Hurlwind for the Kill Jills. Bellicose Blonde on the jam line for the Redneck Betty's. Huge opposition from the Kill Jills up front in turn 1. Bellicose Blonde with lead jam. Hurlwind through the pack. The star was removed, so was the initial pass there. Bellicose Blonde with 4 before the tap and a call off. An additional 4 points brings the Redneck Betty's to 50 now at the end of jam 4. Just shy of 23 minutes remaining in the first half. Darth Muller and Chow Mein at the jam line, both returning jammers. Chow Mein getting forced to the outside by Princess Von Brawl, coming back in around behind the jam line. Here the tiptoe to the left and right, but Darth Muller comes out first. Lead jam, Kill Jills. A jammer race is underway. Darth Muller taking a legal hit there and calls it off. Pixelated and Mr. Twist, your jammers this time around. Pixelated through first, Redneck Betty's lead jam. Both jammers free of the pack. Pixelated has the first 5 points. That jammer lap point included. Some jammer posturing going on as the two in pace with each other, catching up to the pack. Pixelated decides to call it off and reset. Returning jammers from both sides, Bellicose Blonde and Hurlwind. An empty penalty box means we'll have a full 5-on-5 to get started in Jam 7. Out first, Bellicose Blonde, lead jam, Redneck Betties. Hurlwind not that far behind, both jammers free of the pack. Bellicose Blonde facing the heat from Zombie in turns 3 and 4. Passes and makes the attempt at the round now. Hurlwind taking a final shoulder. Low block on Redneck Betty's 5-1-9. Malkery. Hurlwind with 4, and a power jam is underway as Bellicose Blonde takes a seat in the penalty box. Hurlwind taking big hits from the Redneck Betties defense there. 5 points, including that jammer lap point. Bellicose Blonde off to the penalty box for a forearm penalty. With no lead jammer remaining, it's a full 2-minute jam here. That whistle will indicate the full 2 minutes elapsed. 18 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the clock after jam 7 here in the first half. Killjills picking up 10 points, adding to their score, now at 30. Redneck Betties with an additional 7 puts them at 62. Team timeout has been called by the Redneck Betties. Power start for the Killjills, Darth Muller. Bellicose Blonde serving penalty from the previous jam. Darth Muller with lead jam here for Killjills. Bellicose Blonde free of the penalty box and through the pack now. No opportunity at lead, so a star stash. Cut track penalty on Darth Maul will send the jammer to the penalty box. An exchange of power jams now as Bellicose Blonde is your 5-point scorer as long as the passes are made. No lead, which means we'll have another 2-minute jam here in Jam 8. Five-point pass for Bellicose Blonde. Both jammers now making the rounds, 4 points apiece as they pass. Redneck Betty's definitely leading this jam, here Jam 8. And as we go to the full 2 minutes, Princess Von Brawl cutting off Bellicose Blonde temporarily. Darth Muller with a bit of a twist as they pass the pivot line. Forearm penalty for Darth Muller will put the Killjills jammer in the penalty box for the start of the next jam. A power start for Redneck Betty's. After an 18-point jam, Redneck Betty's now sitting at 80 points. Just shy of 16 minutes remaining in the first half. 8 jams finished, and Killjills with an additional makes an additional 8, makes their score 40 points. Chow Mein with a sprint to the outside. Turn 4. Now through the pack and has the opportunity to score points. Darth Muller repositioning back in behind turn 3. Bam becoming the point scorer here now. 4 points apiece for Chow Mein and Bam as they round the track. The pack coming to turn 4 now, positioning, awaiting the return of both jammers. And that repeated whistle means the full 2 minutes has elapsed. At the end of Jam 9, Redneck Betty's picking up what seems like 17 points. Killjills with 7. 13 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the first half. Mr. Twist with lead jam, Chow Mein And Mr. Twist facing off on the track just past turn 4. A little bit of taunting going on there. 12 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. 5 points to the Killjills, narrowing their lead, or the lead against them, now at 52 points. No score to Redneck Betties in Jam 10. An official timeout has been called. Flat Track Fever would like to thank Peterson Contracting for supporting our beer garden. And the folks in the beer garden would like to thank Peterson Contracting as well, I'm sure. They're a multi-trade company. See us for all your electrical, plumbing, gas, and HVAC needs. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com, Peterson Contracting. Lead jam to Killjills Hurlwind. Pixelated rounding the track, does not have lead. Even the small points count here for the Killjills. 2 additional puts them at 54. 11 jams complete in the first half, 10 minutes, 40 remaining. Lead jam to Darth Mahler. Bellicose Blonde taking the lead, surpassing the opposing jammer on the reapproach to the pack. Nice stop by Hammertown against Bellicose Blonde. Chow Mein, your jammer for Redneck Betties. Killjills, Mr. Twist. Out first in lead jam for the Killjills. Three-two jam for the Killjills there. An additional 1 against the differential. 61 is their score. 8 minutes 30 remaining. 13 jams complete. Redneck Betty sitting at 106. Pixelated and Hurlwind going toe-to-toe in jam 14. Pixelated through first. Lead jam, Redneck Betties. Pack coming into turn 2. Hurlwind getting tied up by the Redneck Betties defense. Gray Skull and Co. Big shoulder hits from Hammertown on Pixelated. Penalties being handed out here. Malkery headed to the penalty box. Meanwhile, Pixelated through for 5. Grayskull forcing Creative Chaos all the way back to the pivot line. Five-point pass for Pixelated to close that one off. Big 30-point jam for Redneck Betty's. 136 now their score. Kill Jill's 61 as we approach the 6-minute remaining mark. Darth Muller taking the jam star for Kill Jills once again. Bellicose Blonde, your jammer on the Redneck Betties. Bashan Bindi and Darth Muller getting into a tussle here at the back of the pack. Bellicose Blonde on the reapproach with lead gem in hand. Attempting a tiptoe on the outside, not quite the way to go. Then through the inside of turn 4. And 4 points on the board. Bellicose Blonde through for 5. The jammer lap point included. Darth Muller getting tied up by the Redneck Betty's defense. Bashan Bindi and Bam going shoulder to shoulder there, just past turn 4. Bam now your point scorer for the Kill Jills and a power jam underway. I knock you down on one pass and then I give you a big hug on the next one. I like the way that works. Big 15-point jam for Redneck Betty's. Kill Jills no score in jam 15. 3 minutes and 29 remaining. 4 points apiece for our teams in Jam 16. No change in differential there. 2 minutes and 10 remaining. Chow Mein with a lead jam for Redneck Betties. 5 points pass already. Whirlwind on the Kill Jill side, getting knocked to the outside in the stretch. Pack bunching up here in between turns 3 and 4. Valkyrie dishing out a hit to Creative Chaos as 0-2 comes out of the penalty or out of the pack. Chow Mein continuing to rack out points here in Jam 17. And in that last jam, the clock ticked down to 0. We are at halftime as we leave you. Redneck Betties with a 40-point jam, putting them at 195. Kill Jills at 65. Come on back in about 14 minutes and we'll get started in the second half of this game. Nice thing is we don't have to stretch around to look at the scoreboard this year. This happened after the first half. I was like, Dev,
And here we go. We're going to start the second half of this game. We've got the Killjills 65, Redneck Betties 195. And just like that, we're going to start the action. Redneck Betty's going to take lead jam. Mr. Twist jamming for the Killjills. Taking that outside line, going to get through, grabs a quick 4 points, calls that one off. Lining up now for the Killjills, you're going to get Hurlwind going up against, and a little bit of a trade here. It's going to be Chow Mein for the Redneck Betties. Chow Mein going on the outside, knocks over number 905 of the Betty Jills. Ay, 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 ay. Takes lead jam. Killjills jammer still fighting, knocked to the outside, going to force to reset around the corner there. Chow Mein makes it through, going to grab some more points on that pass. Chow Mein able to grab another 5 points on that one. An penalty was issued though for the Killjills. They're going to lose one of their blockers to the penalty box, as Hurlwind is able to break through for their initial pass. Chow Mein takes the outside edge, grabs another 4 points, calls that one off. Redneck Betty's going to be able to start this one with the person advantage, as they will be short one blocker on the Killjills, so that's going to give it a little bit of an easier chance there for Pixelated as they go up against Darth Mauler. Pixelated's going to take that inside line, tries toe, gets through. Killjills going to lose a few to the penalty box now, as they do lose their jammer as well. That means the Redneck Betty's now going to have the power jam situation. That's a quick, easy 5 points for Pixelated. Killjills starting to speed up, try and spread out a little bit. Pixelated able to catch him, grabs 5 points as she makes that pass. Setting up a little bit of offense, helps the jammer get through. That's another 5. Back on the track, Darth Mauler now is going to get pushed around a little bit as she comes into that pack. Working that outside line, Darth Mauler's getting stuck now up against the blue wall, but able to break through with a fancy spin move to the outside. Pixelated forced to reset on that one as she was knocked out to the outside, calls that one off before Darth Mauler can catch up and grab any points. Bella Coast Blonde now going to go up against Mr. Twist. Both jammers starting a little bit slow on this one as they try and take their way. Bella Coast Blonde's going to run over one of the Killjills, gets through for the lead jammer, but Mr. Twist is not far behind. Going to take that outside track fast as she can, gets through, grabs the points, and calls that one off. That's going to keep Mr. Twist scoreless as the Redneck Betties are able to grab another 4 on that one. Hurlwind and Chow Mein going to go head-to-head on this one now. Chow Mein makes it through the middle of that pack with a little bit of work, help from her blockers. Hurlwind's going to get through as well. A little bit of offensive help there from Slamazonian as Chow Mein bounces from the outside, inside. Skates through, calls that one off. Able to pick up 4 points, holding Killjills scoreless. Darth Mahler and Pixelated all starting on the jammer line. Those blockers are right there with them. But real quick, we're going to have a cut block call now on Pixelated, so that's going to give Hurlwind a power jam opportunity. Hurlwind's able to get past that blue wall. Somewhere in the process, though, Redneck Betties do lose another blocker. Little bit of pushing and shoving as Darth Maul's knocked to the inside, trying to get through. Calls that one off after able to pick up 3 more points. Bella Coast Blonde and Mr. Twist going up against. Bella Coast Blonde going straight for that outside, bounces off some yellow bodies, able to take the inside. Mr. Twist in a foot race now when the no pack is called. Pack picking up a little bit of speed now. Bella Coast Blonde goes in fast on the outside. Calls it off before she's able to pass any hips. However, Mr. Twist is able to get through and grabs 4 points. It looks like there must have been a penalty issued as the Redneck Betties have lost their jammers, so that's going to give a power start opportunity for Hurlwind. Working on the toe stops, trying to get past one of the blue bodies, able to get by. Redneck Betties are going to lose a blocker now as well, so that's going to be a little bit easier now for Hurlwind to try and grab some points. Killjills blocker setting up for some offensive maneuvers as Hurlwind's able to just breeze right on through, grabs 5 points. Hurlwind's going to lose one of her blockers now as they're going off with a forearm penalty. Redneck Betty's jammer back on the track now as Hurlwind tries to get past, calls that one off after grabbing 5 more points before the Redneck Betties are able to get back in this one and grab any points. Chow Mein going up against Darth Mahler now. Chow Mein with some quick footwork on the inside. Darth Mahler working to the outside, gets knocked out there by number 6'9", Grayskull. Chow Mein works her way around Princess Van Brawl on that outside line, takes 5 as Darth Mahler gets knocked to the outside of the track. Forced to reset there. There was a couple bodies went out with her. Once again, Grayskull's going to try and work her to the inside, but she was issued a penalty, one for sure. A couple of them going to the penalty box. So now the Killjills are going to be fairly short-staffed as they only have one left on the track here. It's going to make a quick and easy 5 points as Chow Mein rocks around for Bam now going to go one-on-one. Bam getting a little bit of help now from her teammate. Chow Mein goes barreling through. All kinds of bodies coming back to the track now. A little bit of calamity there going into that corner as we've got more penalties going and all kinds of stuff.
A running start for the Killjills Mr. Twist. And lead jam goes to Redneck Betty's. Pixelated picking up that lead. Mr. Twist through the pack as well. A 4-on-2 pack advantage for Killjills. 4-point pass for Pixelated, and a tap of the hips will call it off. Four points apiece at the end of Jam 10. Killjills 87. 17 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game. Redneck Betty's at 271. On the jam line, we've got Hurlwind and Bellicose Blonde. Bellicose Blonde looking to do a shove there of the opponent. Hurlwind with a nice sneak attack and across to the turn one. Lead jam, Killjills. Pack speeding up a little bit and then coming to a slow here on the stretch. Hurlwind on the outside. Gets forced out by Bash and Bindi. Hurlwind taking a shoulder check from Bash and Bindi, has to come back in behind turn 4. Bellicose Blonde on the reapproach. 4 points will be the reward for Kill Jills. 4 as well to Redneck Betty's. No change in the differential. 11 jams down, 16 minutes, 18 seconds remaining.
Little bit of jammer on jammer action there as Chow Mein got ahead of Darth Mauler. Darth Mauler had that lead though, so called it off. Chow Mein back on the track. Mr. Twist going as well. Blockers starting near the front there at the pivot line as the jammers take a bit of a reserved start here. Mr. Twist makes the first break to the inside. Chow Mein takes it to the outside, gets through, grabs lead. Mr. Twist now one-on-one with Slamazonian. Gets past number 3-3, can destroy her. Chow Mein was able to get through, grabs 4 points, then calls that one off. Pixelated and Hurlwind going up on this one. Hurlwind working at the back there. Pixelated works way through the outside. Hurlwind gets a little bit of help there. Ooh. Rolls over 69 there. Knocked out in the process though, so that's going to make Hurlwind reset that one. Able to pick up 5 points while I was busy looking at the big hit. Pixelated. Hurlwind's getting held up against the Redneck Betty's wall there. Hurlwind is issued a forearm penalty, so that's going to give a power jam now for Pixelated. Zombree's going to get knocked by there. 1-4 Bash and Bindi. That's going to allow Pixelated to get through for 5 points in the power jam situation. And the whistles blow. Bellicose Blonde going to take this one for the Redneck Betties. Gets the power start. Back on the track now, working through. Candy Stroyer knocks right into Hurlwind there. Hurlwind working on the toe steps right at the inside line. And we do have a penalty issue to Hurlwind, so that's going to send her right back to the penalty box now as the Redneck Betties are able to rack up a few more points. Bellicose Blonde is going to be forced to reset here. Bam makes sure she goes all the way back. Candy Stroyer as well as number 2, Shell on Earth, going to work there. Hold Bam up, give the opportunity for Bellicose Blonde to get through. Grabs 5 more points and calls that one. That's going to give the Redneck Betties the power start for this next jam. And it looks like we have a timeout being called by the Killjills. Excellent opportunity to thank some of our sponsors today, like Peterson Contracting, sponsoring our beer gardens today. Peterson Contracting, a multi-trade company. See them for all your electrical, plumbing, gas, and HVAC needs. You can check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/Peterson Contracting, as well as Nerd Roller Skates, your specialist for all things roller skate and roller derby. Skate fittings, wheels, hardware, protective gear, and more. Open 6 days a week in Calgary and online at www.nerdskates.com for people who roll. And did you know that by the age 14, girls are dropping out of sports at twice the rate of boys? Girls on Track wants to change that stat. Learn more about expanding access to roller derby for girls in their teens at girlsontrackfoundation.org. Chow Mein's going to jam for the Redneck Betties here in this power start. Redneck Betties go all the way back, try and get that no pack call. Successful as Chow Mein was able to get through for a real quick pickup of the lead jam. Hurlwind back on the track now. Hurlwind stuck there against Melkery and number 3, 6, 9 Glitter Guns. Chow Mein was able to get through, grabs another 5. Hurlwind was able to get the star pass initiated. That was given to Mr. Twist now, jamming for the Killjills. Chow Mein able to get through, grab another 4, and then call that one on. Little better than 10 minutes remaining in this game. Pixelated and Darth Mauler now. And Hammertown is issued a multiplayer block, so the Killjills are going to lose one of their blockers, but the Redneck Betties are going to lose their jammer Pixelated now. That means Darth Mauler is going to have the power jam opportunity. Trying to get a little bit of offensive help there from her blockers as Darth Mauler is trying to work through, but we have a penalty issued now, so that's going to drop one of the Redneck Betties to the penalty box. Darth Mauler working, trying to get past, does a little bit of fancy footwork, gets chased down by Exotoxic, but Darth Mauler is able to get through. And a couple whistles blow, a couple penalties given as both the Redneck Betties and the Killjills lose one of their players. Darth Mauler uses the toe stops there after getting a hit by Candy Stroyer for getting through. He's going to be able to pick up 4 points. As Pixelated back on the track had completed her initial pass, this time she gets round for 4. Darth Mauler runs right into number 5, 1 Exotoxic, knocks her over. But knocked to the outside, forced to reset. And able to grab 4 more points. Pixelated gets that on this pass. Mr. Twist going up against Bellicose Blonde. Bellicose Blonde takes the inside line, gets ahead quick, but Mr. Twist, as we've seen done before, gets through just shortly and is going to be in the foot race. Bellicose Blonde goes through the middle of the track, skips to the outside when they call that one off. Not quite able to grab any, but Mr. Twist is able to grab 4 points on that one. Hurlwin now going to go up against Chow Mein. Chow Mein bounces to the inside of the track to get through. Hurlwind now stuck up against that blue wall. We did have a penalty issued, couple penalties issued actually, as both teams are going to lose some blockers now. Chow Mein pushing through, goes to go up against Princess Van Brawl, but gets by, grabs 5. Hurlwind now right to the front, working by, goes one-on-one with Malcree, gets knocked out. Gets through, grabs another 4 points when that one's called off. Five minutes left in this final game of day 1 of the 7th annual Flat Track Fever, hosted by the Chinook City Roller Derby. Darth Mauler now going up against Pixelated. Darth Mauler gets a bit of a hit by Exotoxic, knocks to the middle of the track, forced to reset. Pixelated, though, able to get through. Good to see that Darth Mauler was able to get up from that hit. Now Mr. Twist going up against Pixelated. Mr. Twist going to try some fancy fast running there on the inside of the track. That's going to give lead jam. A little bit of speed there at the pack as they start to slow down. Big hit there. Clockwise block violation, the penalty issued now, so the Redneck Betties lose one of their blockers. As Mr. Twist goes in there, grabs 2 points, and then calls it off. As I mentioned, 7th annual Flat Track Fever, hosted by the Chinook City Roller Derby, Calgary's only co-ed roller derby league. Check them out online at chinookcity.ca. And don't forget, of course, to check out some of our vendors, Chantel Abor's unique leggings to match your style. And Young Living, our essential oils and oil blends, take you on a sensory journey that can instantly soothe and enliven both the mind and body. Might be something that needs to be done after Whirlwind and Bellicose Blonde go head-to-head once again. Whirlwind working that blue wall, knocked down and forced to reset as Bellicose Blonde takes the inside of the track. It looks like Bellicose Blonde was the first one through, but not given the lead jammer. Bellicose Blonde makes it through for the second pass. This time was designated lead jammer. Little bit of a pile up there right at the jammer start line. Couple of points picked up there before that one was called off in the calamity. Two minutes left now as Chow Mein going to go up against Mr. Twist. Both jammers taking a little bit slow and then going in with some big hits to start with. Chow Mein's going to use that speed to the inside of the track. Mr. Twist stuck up against this tripod. As their blockers come in, try and give some offensive help. Chow Mein's able to grab through 5 more points. Mr. Twist able to break through, grabs that initial pass. As Chow Mein uses that speed, takes the outside, grabs a quick 4 more points, unobstructed. Down to the final minute now as Whirlwind is lining up, going up against Pixelated. Whirlwind's going to bounce around, gets knocked over while they were trying to take that inside track line. Pixelated now stuck up against the tripod. I guess there's 4 of them actually. Looks like both jammers knocked to the outside, going to be forced to come back and reset a little bit. Pixelated's going to take that one for the lead jam. And it looks like we did have a star pass, so that is now, bam, jamming for the Kill Jills as there was a couple bodies colliding and falling over there. Pixelated's gonna roll through, grab 4 more points, call that one off as the clock is showing 0 as we wait for our official score. Of course, now's the time. You can come line the track. Give your favorite Derby players a big old high five. Let them know how great they did. And it looks like the final score is in. Redneck Betty's 359 to the Kill Jills 105. And don't forget, tomorrow we've got another full day of roller derby action. I believe we're going to be starting at 8 o'clock. So make sure you come on, check that out. It has been an absolute pleasure calling the second half of this game. My name has been Fat Boy. Thank you very much for coming out. Once again, the Redneck Betties 359, Kill Jills 105.